Morning students, I am Sindhuja from RK and Gyanjyoti Public School Chengalpet. Today I will take the science class for 9th standard. Today's portion is chapter 2 Is matter around us pure? Solution. What is solution? A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For example, lemon water, sugar solution, soda water. So this is the one of the example of solution. Then components of solution. First one component is solvent. The component of the solution that dissolves the other component in it and is usually present in larger amount. Such component of solution is called the solvent. For example, water, alcohol. Then solute. The component of the solution that is dissolved in the solvent and is usually present in lesser quantity. Such component is called the solute. For example, salt, sugar and iodine. So all are able to understand the components. Then properties of solution. It is a homogeneous mixture. Particle size in a solution is less than 1 nanometer in diameter. Particles of a solution cannot be seen even with a microscope. A true solution does not scatter the light. Solution is stable. The solute particles cannot be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration. So this is the properties of solution. All are able to understand? Okay, now move on to the next one. Types of solution. Solid in a solid solution. For example, is alloy. Next one is solid in a liquid solution. Sugar solution and salt solution. The next one, liquid in a liquid solution. Example is lemon water and vinegar. Gas in a gas solution. For example is air. Gas in a liquid solution. For example is soda water. Next one, solubility. What is solubility? The maximum amount of the solute which can be dissolved in 100 grams of a solvent at a particular temperature is known as its solubility in that particular solvent. Then conditions affecting solubility. First one condition is temperature. Solubility of solids in liquids increases with the increase in temperature, whereas solubility of gases in liquids decreases on increasing the temperature. This is the first one condition. The next one condition is pressure. Solubility of gases in liquids increases on increasing the pressure, whereas the solubility of solids in liquids remains unaffected by the change in pressure. So this is the conditions affecting solubility. The next one, concentration of a solution. It is defined as the mass of the solute in grams present in 100 grams of the solution. Mathematically expressed for concentration of solution is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. In case of liquid solute in liquid solvent, concentration can be expressed as concentration of solution is equal to volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Now all are able to understand these concentrations? Okay, this is the solution. First one solution is a dilute solution. Next one concentrated solution. Another one thing, saturated solution. Diluted solution has very little solute in it. Concentrated solution has a lot of solute in it. Saturated solution has the maximum amount of the solute in it. Can dissolve a lot of more solute. Then concentrated solution can dissolve a little more solute. Saturated solution cannot dissolve any more solute. So now all are able to understand this different solutions. Okay. Then saturated solution. A solution in which no more quantity of solute can be dissolved at a particular temperature is called saturated solution. Unsaturated solution. A solution in which more quantity of solute can be dissolved without raising its temperature is called unsaturated solution. So all are able to understand these types of solutions. Okay. Then saturated, unsaturated, supersaturated solution. First one, unsaturated solution. Dissolved solute is below saturated point. More can dissolve. Then saturated solution, dissolved solute in at saturation point. No more can dissolve. Supersaturated dissolved solute is above saturated point, additional solute gathers at the bottom. So all are able to understand? Then factors affecting solubility. First one factor is nature of solvent. Iodine dissolves better in alcohol than in water. Hence, iodine has higher solubility in alcohol than in water. Next one factor is nature of solute. Different solutes have different solubility in the same solvent. Example, salt dissolves in water better than baking soda. Temperature. More substances can dissolve in the same amount of solvent at a higher temperature. For example, coffee dissolves better at water than in cold water. So now all are able to understand these factors affecting solubility. Okay, now move on. The next one is suspension. What is meant by suspension? A suspension is defined as a heterogeneous mixture in which the solid particles are spread throughout the liquid without dissolving in it. A suspension is defined as a homogeneous mixture of particles with a diameter greater than 1000 nanometer such that the particles are visible to naked eyes. In this type of mixture, all the components are completely mixed and all the particles can be seen under a microscope. A suspension is heterogeneous mixture containing solid particles that are sufficiently large for sedimentation. Now all are able to understand? Okay. So this is the first one, solution. Next one is suspension containing in the solution. The next one is precipitation. Okay. So now move on. The next one is properties of suspension. The size of solute particles in a suspension is quite large. It is larger than 100 mm in diameter. The particles of a suspension can be seen easily. The particles of a suspension do not pass through a filter paper, so a suspension can be separated by filtration. The suspension is unstable. The particles of a suspension settle down after some time. A suspension scatters a beam of light passing through it because of its large particle size. Okay, so this is the properties of suspension. Then examples of suspension: muddy water, milk of magnesia, sand particles suspended in water, flour in water, slaked lime for whitewashing, paints in which dyes are suspended in turpentine oil. So these are all things, one of the examples of suspension. Now, Tyndall effect. When a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the colloid particles scatter the beam of light and the path of light becomes visible in the solution. This effect is called Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect can be seen when light enters a room through a small hole due to the scattering of light by the dust and smoke particles. Tyndall effect can be seen in a dense forest due to the scattering of light by water droplets in the mist. So now all are able to understand this effect. Okay, now move on. The next one is colloid. What is colloid? A colloid is an intermediate between solution and suspension. It has particles with sizes between 2 and 1000 nanometers. A colloid is easily visible to the naked eyes. Colloids can be distinguished from solutions using the Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect is defined as the scattering of light through a colloidal solution. The particles are termed as colloidal particles and the mixture formed is known as colloidal dispersion. Liquid, solid and gaseous all mix together to form a colloidal dispersion. Now all are able to understand this colloid? Okay, then types of colloidal solution. Different types of colloidal solutions are there. First one is aerosol. Solid or liquid mixed with gas. For example, fog. Then salts. Solids mixed with liquid. For example, paint. The next one is emulsion. Liquid with liquid, for example is oil and water. Gel, liquid in solid, for example fruit jelly. Okay. The next one, comparison of the properties of solution, colloid and suspension. First one property, particle size. Solution is less than 1 nanometer. Colloid 1 to 100 nanometer. Suspension more than 100 nanometer. Appearance of solution, clear. Colloid cloudy form. Suspension is cloudy form. Separation of solution, does not separate. Colloid does not separate. Suspension is separates or settles. Filtrability of solution, passes through the filter paper. Colloid passes through the filter paper. Suspension, particles do not pass through filter paper. Effect of beam of light. Solution containing light can pass through. Colloid scatters light. Suspensions light cannot pass through. For example of solution is salt solution. Colloidal solution example is mayonnaise. Suspension example is muddy water. Now all are able to understand these properties? Okay. Thank you students.